up, guys? Adrian here from Launch TV, and we have a Horror Nights update. Woo! HN Nightmares has dropped their first speculation map of HHN 30. Well, HHN 2021. Right after the intro, we will dive straight into this. But first, I want to say, I called it! Alright, first and foremost, if you guys don't know what I'm referring to, please go check out my speculation video right here that I dropped on January 1st, which right now is my top viewed video, so thank you guys so much for checking that out. Anyways, we're gonna dive straight into this here. We're gonna talk about the speculation map. Adrian, put it on the screen, my guy. Thank you, future Adrian. So, everything here is almost the same, right? Almost. Except for Billie Eillish is gone. And what is it replaced by? Creepshow. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yes, this is what I said, so it's gonna happen. No, this is what I thought can happen due to the fact that it's an intellectual property that's easy to interchange. Therefore, having this show up as the house going in the Shrek queue is just perfect. I gave my reasoning to why this should be in the Shrek queue, but now I feel like it's perfect for the Shrek queue. Like I said before, this house would literally fit in perfect. Now, everything on here is exactly the same, but we get a different look at some of the logos. For example, Welcome to Scarey, or Carey, is right up there, and it's completely different when it comes down to the actual breakup of how it looks. Itself says Scarey, horror of the heart, horror in the heartland. Welcome to Scarey, horror in the heartland is the name of this entire house. And honestly, like I've been saying time and time again, this is the house that I am most excited for. Now, we cannot ignore the elephant that is in the room right now, because both the brides and Toothfairy are both still on this map. So with that being said, are they coming back? I mean, granted, a lot of people will be kind of sad, but I feel like this can be perfect, giving us the opportunity to go and check these out. I did say in my prior video, it would be cool if they didn't come back and they gave us something brand new to look at. However, understanding with the times being, and not everyone was able to see these two houses, that they would return. As for everything else on the lineup, I'm happy it's still there. I'm happy we still get to go through Hill House. I'm happy we still get to go through Texas Chainsaw so I can give it a second chance. And I'm happy that we can go through everything that's here. I want to see Pumpkin, I want to see Puppet Theater. There's so much here. Now let's dive into the Scarezones and shows and see what's different on there. When it comes down to Scarezones, we have the 30th anniversary zone, meaning this will be homage to the past 30 years of Horror Nights. So we would basically see everything that we can imagine. Not everything, but most of everything that we have come to love and grow with. Up next, we have something that is an original Scarezone that once was 30 years, 30 fears. So what can it be? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe another vamp? I wouldn't mind another vamp. I wouldn't mind a Scarezone based on psychoscarapy again. There's a lot of original content they can dive into here, and I'd be completely okay with it. Next Scarezone that we have here, Creepshow. So along with Creepshow getting its house, it will also get a Scarezone, breaking the mold of having houses only be a Scarezone in a house. So kind of like when they had The Walking Dead in 23, I believe it's the last time we had something like this, where it was in the street and it was also in the house. The only thing that was similar would be the following year that had Face Off in Orlando be a Scarezone, and then Face Off in Hollywood be a house. See what I'm saying? Completely different things. But it's similar, so I'm excited to see how they're going to differentiate the Scarezone and the house. But I like the aspect of you exiting this house and being able to loop around and go straight through Creepshow again. And with the entrance being right there, I wonder if they're going to connect the two, giving you a story outside of the house that draws you, outside of the house in the Scarezone, drawing you into the house. I'm excited to see this. Next up, we have Terraquentis over there in San Francisco, which, like I said, is something I'm very excited to see. Something I wasn't able to experience ever at Horror Nights because I started attending in 2013. All the Terraquentis things happened back in 2005. Therefore, I was unable to see that. So as a Horror Nights fan that was unable to attend the event when I was younger, I am very happy of this stuff returning. And finally, the final Scarezone we have here is the Best of Scarezone mashup. This is a Best of Scarezone, so this most likely is what was the Scarezone shirt last year. Allowing us, this most likely is what was the Scarezone shirt last year that had everything on it, including Bone, including the Vamps, including the Toothfairy, we think. We're not sure, but it was the special guest. So I mean, with all that being together, I think that's so far a very solid lineup for the 30th anniversary, enough to bring everyone in, enough to bring the crowds in. Well, regardless, it's going to bring crowds in because it's the first Hornets in over a year and a half. Now, that being said, we have one more thing here, and it is the show. It is a fountain show, a lagoon show, which is what we've been saying. I don't think they can do sit-down shows. They need to still cater for COVID-19 protocol, allowing for you to have a safe and social distance. Meaning they still have the U-Rest area being fear factor. So this kind of takes a hit when it comes to shows, but I feel like the lagoon show will be what everyone wants it to be, and it will knock everything out of the park. So, with all that being said, thank you so much to HN Nightmares for putting up this speculation map. You are fantastic, you're all amazing. We love you here at Launch TV and everywhere across the board. So with all that being said, hope you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below what you're most excited for Halloween Horror Nights this year, and stay excellent, my dudes. Peace!